Well, this is the problem we face. 1 in 42 boys is autistic.
I got 2.
Yeah, 1 in 42 boys.
Squeeze it up, baby. Squeeze it up. That's awesome.
You know, I heard about this coming to Charleston 19 days ago. When I heard about it, I thought to myself, I'm so tired, I'm so busy, I work hard. And the first person I called was Teresa. And I said, dear God, send me a message. Because I have really, I have a mother who's a vaccine researcher. So my whole life, I've grown up, my mom getting calls day and night from around the country from parents. I can't tell you how many calls I've seen her take where the story is, my child was healthy, I took him for the hepatitis B booster and he died today. What do I do? Okay, I've grown up with this. My parents started researching in the 70s. I thought to myself, this is such a hard message. I mean, how many people heard about this controversial DVD or this documentary about the most important topic in children's health? How many people saw something about it on the news? How many people heard about this movie advertised anywhere? But this is the point. Look at the number of people here.
I don't know.
Okay, there should not have been capacity in this whole theater to hold the number of concerned parents and doctors and physicians and researchers. If Charleston knew what we had here, we're one of 54 locations in the whole country to have this showing. If we knew what we had here, we wouldn't be able, they wouldn't be able to handle it. So what we have, number one, is a national crisis, okay? How many people here have heard that autism is genetic? How many people have heard that? Okay. I am not a very, I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but I'm going to prove to you all right now that autism isn't genetic. Are you ready? How many people here know tons of adults, particularly men with autism? How many people? Men in their 50s, 60s? Okay, well, there could be, yeah. How many people? Though we have 1 in 42 boys on the autism spectrum. Where are 1 in 42 men on the autism spectrum? There's no such thing as a genetic epidemic. Those two words don't go together, okay? Autism is something that has been created, which means that there's something we can do to stop this. Furthermore, autism is going to bring America to her knees. 80% of families affected by autism end in divorce. I mean, I don't know, a lot of times as society, we don't understand what autism is because people aren't bringing their children with autism out to the movies, the mall, the restaurants. We don't see it. We don't see it. So it's this hidden nightmare that's devastating America. The pain and suffering that these children go through, a lot of them, let alone the families, it's devastating. But we also have the problem compounded because the media ignores it. Basically everything we're hearing about autism is a lie. So the point is this documentary isn't about pro-vaccine, anti-vaccine. It's about the fact that one of our leaders at CDC came forward and said, we committed fraud. We know one of the things that could be causative for this autism epidemic. Now, the leader of MUSC, all of the pediatricians in the area, we should all be able to agree that this at least warrants an investigation. Unless William Thompson is a lunatic, which, by the way, he's still employed at the CDC right now. He's still a PhD researcher there. So if he's a lunatic, how come we're still paying him? And if he's not a lunatic, this warrants an investigation. But the point is this. Our government is not going to do it. Our media is not going to do it. I don't think the people here, I don't think we can make this happen. I can call every senator, every congressman we have. Do you think my one call is going to do anything? Let's say 10 calls.
It will make a difference.
The thing is, what our country is waiting for is for this problem to get so devastating to where enough people put aside all the busyness of life, because we are all busy. I know all of you are busy trying to raise your kids, trying to make a living. But one thing that I would just say, and I would just ask, is that we all make this a priority. Because if we don't, this is just going to be some documentary that came to Charleston and did nothing. And it's going to take another event and hundreds of thousands of more children and families torn apart. So it's just a matter of time. This problem is not going away. It's just a matter of time before enough people are personally affected. And I pray that we can be proactive about it before it takes the biggest level of devastation to get people to finally take action. We have to demand from our government.
What about the mandated vaccines that California's doing?
That's why you want to call your senators and your
Okay,
congressmen.
you know what is devastating? I don't know how many parents are here in South Carolina. Do you know? Like, when I talk to 10 parents and ask them about vaccines, you know what they say? I had to get my child fully vaccinated for school.
They think that.
Who the hell cares about the law when parents don't even know in this state that they have the right to make the decision, that it's our right? It's our responsibility. And how many people here know you just sign a paper and you make any vaccine decision you want? So number one, we're enslaved by just our lack of knowledge. So parents need to know that we have a right, because guess what? Guess what's the easiest right to take away? One that people don't even know they have. So you're right, that is a huge concern. And how it plays through Thursday. So the number one action step is let's get as many people in the community to see this as possible, okay? We have, you know, we've been trying to reach out to the media and to our government officials in the area. They need to hear a whole lot more calls before this is over on Thursday. And then what we're trying to do is just get everybody in a group that believes that this is an important issue so that we can then coordinate our efforts, because nothing's going to change until enough people get involved. One day this is going to happen. One day things are going to change. And I just pray that all of you guys will, you know what, honestly, in life, there are very few things that mean so much. We're talking about the most innocent. We're talking about babies and children and crime committed against them. It is our responsibility. Even though my children are affected, it's all of our responsibility to protect them. And this is the type of thing that we become involved with, this type of mission. This is what gives meaning to life, you know. So anyway, number one, Dr. Wakefield's coming back tomorrow. So please, anybody who can be here for the Q&A, bring people to see the show. Go to vaxxedcharleston.com and provide your information so that you can keep in touch and that we can all come together to help make a difference. So thank you.